Thanks everyone for hanging out while we took a quick break where we went and refilled our drinks and all that fun stuff. With that, we find our pack in the back alleys of Spider City in the Cyber Realm, having just fought a pack of Ratkin, with strange fetish daggers and strange, yeah, robes and stuff. At least one of them was. And we find our pack standing in the remains of a pack of 6 Ratkin. What would you like to do?
I would like to not bleed out. I'm
Oh,
gonna I'll go ahead and take this rat tail and turn it into a tourniquet.
What? Okay, that's a solution, but I mean, I could also just help.
Please do.
Why don't I do that? That might be a little nicer.
Yeah.
Del will.
I don't like how the crunch I hear when I tighten this tourniquet either. I'll get rid of it.
Del will spend. God help us all. Del will spend a gnosis to activate Mother's Touch. And try to put a little bit of. I'm stalling, trying to get to the correct part of my character sheet. Because and then, yeah, eventually you can tell I get frustrated because I just click all and you can just see it in my eyes. So anyhow.
Oh, what are you doing? That hurts. Just heal me.
Fine, whatever. Just like hits you with his tail, like, oh wow, that wasn't very good. I only got 2 successes.
so with the 2 successes, you're able to slow the bleeding down. Do you have the medicine skill, right?
Looking. I do have a pip in medicine, yes.
You doctor Del.
Uh,
I don't know why I have a pip in medicine, but I do.
because you need it for Mother's Touch. It's the skill that runs Mother's Touch. I'm sure it's probably why you took it.
Actually, no, it's actually not. Mother's Touch is intelligence and dentistry. Del has a lot of it.
Anyway, so go ahead and make me a wits and medicine check. Difficulty 6.
Sure.
While you're doing that, what are the rest of you doing? Killian is not bleeding out. That's what he's doing.
That's good news.
I'm gathering up these fricking fang daggers because while we certainly don't want to use them, I don't want them laying around for someone else to use them.
Wait, why can't we use these? At least one can do.
Well, first of all,
my arm.
we can all sense worm now, so you can tell for yourself. But secondly, it's dripping green goo. That's usually a sign.
My Garugi Hauser MD roll scored 1 success.
Yes. So you're looking at the wound. It's festering and infected already, and this is for a guru that should be able to regenerate, and his wound's already festering and infected.
Yeah, that's
And
it smells like worm to me.
yeah, Candy, I will say you won't even need to make a roll for this. You pick up the fang daggers. The fang daggers do have a worm glyph on them, and it's the glyph for the Eater of Souls.
Oh no.
So the Eater of Souls is one of the 3 big Incarna spirits that work directly for the main worm spirit itself. Basically, it's like, oh, the Eater of Souls is up there with Luna, as far as like.
Yeah, no, it's that.
So.
Hey, actually, that does bear in mind though. These Ratkin, when they died, did they change back into human, into rat, did they stay in Krynos?
Most of them stayed in Krynos. One of them did turn back to a rat, and one turn back into a Hamid.
Is there a Metis version of Ratkin?
Yes.
Well, there were. We slaughtered a few of them, unfortunately for them.
So, yes, and the big guy himself. Well, I say big guy, the one that you suspect it was the alpha, the one that Darren took out with the car.
The one with the diesel allergy, yeah.
He's an allergy to unleaded.
One who did not earn a 5-star crash rating.
Because of the combat and stuff, and most of his robes and stuff, his rag-like robes, have been shredded. He's actually got multiple carvings across his chest of strange sigils and box patterns across his chest. So
That's how it starts. One minute you let your kids go to Hot Topic. The next they're in the cyber realm with weird tattoos.
I think you skipped Spencer's on the way, but I agree.
I'm pretty sure Spencer's is just like a haven for the Defiler worm.
It checks out.
So,
Speaking of which, my arm is starting to look like a stall out of Spencer's. Like, what are we doing about this?
I was trying to touch it like a mother, but apparently I didn't.
so
You gotta touch it like a surgeon.
So you touched it, and you did mother's touch on it, and it's not getting any worse. You seem to have stopped the infection just below the shoulder, where it basically went in. Most of it seems to be his lower arm, which is still kind of in pieces and flopping around.
This seems to be beyond anything I can do.
With that, there are several what looks like some sentry/security bots, spiders, coming your direction.
Oh no, they got cops in this universe?
Yes.
I'll wave at him with my limp noodle arm.
Hey! There are ladies present.
And from what the ferret told you earlier, they don't like shifter kind here.
Oh, good. Great. We're not
Do they like other cops? I'm going to step forward and introduce myself as a police officer.
What's the badge?
Are you staying in Krynos? Because right now, everyone in the pack except for one of you is in Krynos. The rest,
Right. Dell's in Hispo and the rest of us are in Krynos.
Well, if they don't like shapeshifters, I'm going to stay in the form that they see me in, and I'm going to try and pass it off that this is my natural form.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm a wolf cop.
Say we're wolf spirits for
May I
popular
see
muscle
your
group.
license and registration, please?
So, so they are approaching from the distance. They're not there yet, though. There's going to be a little bit before they get to you, because they're coming down from. They're slowly descending from some of the upper towers. So,
Yeah, I'll step forward and I'll introduce myself as officer on the scene, or first officer on the scene.
I would like to shift down to victim and go into Hamid.
Victim form.
Yeah, I like to be a victim form.
Well, if Dell is not actively trying to kill anything, he will be back into this form.
Yeah, Kennedy doesn't see a point. She's staying in Krynos.
Don't blame you.
Hell, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Hello, fellow officers.
So as they're coming, and you start heading a little bit closer to that direction, so you can intercept them before they get to the rest of the pack. Killian, you don't know if it's the pain, the fact that you're at the Deep Umbra, if maybe your pack member Dell gave you something when he slipped you some drugs or something when he was trying to do mother's touch, but you swear to God you see a cockroach standing on the edge of the alleyway, smoking a cigarette, and looking like he's trying to get your attention.
God, that was a hell of a baby aspirin. Guys. There's a bug over here that likes us better.
I'm sure.
Much better.
You want to talk to the bug after the ferret just betrayed us?
I mean, I know this bug. He's my homie. He's got a Cuban.
Then go talk to the bug.
Fine. Well, drag my limp ass over to the cockroach.
Well, I guess I'm going to. I should probably accompany you, as this is, well, A, I'm already over there with you, and B, this is a spirit. So, and actually, it's probably a pretty important spirit. So.
Yeah, it's Roachy.
Kennedy's just gonna lurk behind, waiting to see what happens with Darren and the cops.
Hey, Roach, it's been a minute. I haven't seen you since the Dreamscape.
Yeah. You these guys are bad news. You should get out of here. Follow me.
Okay. Darren, come back!
Wait, the cockroach said they're bad news? They gotta be bad
Yeah.
news.
They gotta be bad news. We gotta run.
So, and as they start coming down the alleyway, they look like large spider/bot creatures with the backside of their thorax kind of bent up a little bit, and as it does, these turrets kind of extend out from it.
Oh no!
And roll up. And they look like they're heavily armored. Now they're getting heavily armed.
Guys,
Spider Cop is a menace.
I think we should go.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
So,
Let's go talk to the cockroach.
So, quickly, the roach leads you off, and it's like, this way. Hey, come on, man, this way. What are you doing? It's going too slow.
I'm hitting my arm against everything we're passing. It doesn't feel.
What are you, Scott Sterling?
So,
No, it doesn't feel well, and the baby aspirin didn't help alongside it.
So if we're trying to race after the cockroach, I'm going to shift down to Lucas.
There you
so
go.
as it's kind of running and scurrying, the spider bots have kind of secured the scene behind you, and a couple of them kind of start going towards the edge of the alleyway. You guys can glance back over your shoulder and see them kind of, and more guns come out.
I do not. Hey,
We gotta go.
And you
How
quickly.
how close are they? Are they just like way off in the distance, or are they like closing on us?
You're getting some distance between you and them because you've all gone into high gear.
Do you
So
think
they're
do you think they're close enough if I was to make a really loud noise, they could hear it?
possibly.
I'm gonna jam weapon. Because F these guys, F the police, or at least F the cyber world police. I am going to spend the gnosis and jam weapon.
Awesome.
Because you know those are Weaver-born weapons.
They're Reaver-born spirits on. So I would assume, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm petty enough to do that tonight. Yes. Do you remember what the roll is? I don't know if it is a roll. Yes, it is. It is a roll against the highest willpower of the armed people who are there.
Oh, okay, so it's the highest willpower of the spirits.
The
Spider bot.
Spider-bot. He pulled up the relevant passage in the book just to be on the safe side. To make sure I'm not missing nothing. Okay. Shout ancient word of power, spend this point, roll. It's a willpower roll. Oh, well, this could be tough. What is the difficulty then? The difficulty is the highest willpower of Spider-Bot.
Spider bot's got a willpower of 8.
Well, shit.
There's no will like hard coding.
And actually, if 8Cs, let's see what happens. What happens is nothing. So that was fun. I didn't do any good.
Yeah, these are pretty potent spirits.
And we are kind of in the Weaver's realm, so really probably wouldn't have worked, but it would have been really funny if it had. Oh well. I guess we'll keep following Cockroach then.
So, so you follow Little Roach, and he makes you. He leads you to what looks like a sewer lid, but it's actually kind of welded into the ground. Like someone has taken the sewer lid and then welded it closed. Like they didn't want anyone being able to go in or out from there.
Well, he takes us here. What does he do with us here?
It's like, down. We gotta go down. To Old Town.
To Old Town.
Yeah, heard the song.
Is there perhaps a road that might take us there? One upon which we might ride until we can't no more?
Go ahead and lift the lid for the good people with my
Are we
wand.
actually going to fit through? We're not, like, we can't open that, can we?
It's welded, isn't it? It's welded shut, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Kennedy's in Krynos form. She could probably have something to say about that.
I shifted back into Lupus when we were racing after the.
You're right. I mean, we are in the Umbra. We can just sort of shift if we want.
Right.
I don't know. I admit there might be another way to open.
If we can't fit in Lupus, I'll switch to Krynos and yank the manhole cover off.
If we can open it, then we'll get through.
So yeah, with that, Darren shifts to Krynos, proceeds to bury his claws into the iron and steel sewer lid and rips it out of its holding, shattering the concrete around the edge of the frame. And yeah,
Rock and roll.
you can get on in. You're quickly able to jump down and make your way into the sewers. As you're making your way to the quote sewer level of the uptown, as you're making your way around, you make your farther and further down, twisting and turning. As you descend, the farther you descend, the older the technology gets. So at the top levels is super pristine sewer. It's with pristine, brand new bulk holds and rivets, and all of it's new and freshly built. And the farther you go down, as you make your way through the to the catacombs below, you see piles of old computers and first generation iPads, and then go down a little bit further, and it's like Razor flip phones and
Get that guy.
and old fat TVs and monitors. And as you slowly descend, eventually the roach will lead you to what appears to be an old subway station.
Last
Yeah,
time we
irony.
did that, we ended up here.
So, and as you're making your way into the old subway station, you hear the clicking and popping and prepping of an M16. Who goes there?
Ah, hell. This is the Trail Mix Pack. We are accompanying a cockroach who told us to come this way. I'm Darren, and I'm not crazy, I promise. Who are you?
Who does your pack serve?
Raccoon and
Maherta?
Maherta. Maharaja. Maherta.
Oh,
Thank God, he's gonna get rid of us.
you get their name wrong. We're gonna get fired.
What? Two? Wait a minute. Who are you? Come here. And as you get a little closer, you see what looks like an older gentleman wearing old fatigues. He's got like several weeks scruff on his chin and beard. It's all kind of spotty and gray. He's got a baseball cap turned on backwards. And he's and you notice that he's actually missing one arm and one leg. They're both cybernetic.
Oh.
Who are you?
I'm Swift Runner.
Do we know Swift Runner? The name sounds familiar.
No, you don't recognize him.
Are you a cyber dog?
Yeah.
My friend Killian here is a Ragabash Glasswalker. He said you might be down here.
Ah, you obviously ain't Glasswalker. You're not Bonar either.
No, I'm a Get.
Huh. Come on in, and he will kind of lead you behind into out of the main sewer area, coming into the subway station. As the sewer line you're on connected to an old rail line, and it leads you into the old subway station, and will lead you back to an area that they've converted into crash space. And around them you see probably a half a dozen other guru, men, women, various ages.
You're not planning on ambushing us, are you? Because we've had enough of that for one day.
No? Why would I do that?
Well, I was kind of wondering why the Ratkin would do that we ran into earlier, but
they didn't introduce
those fuckers.
Yeah, you're right. Those fuckers.
Well,
we've had an ongoing feud with them for a while now. There's like 7 or 8 of them.
There are now 1 or 2 of them.
Ah, that's good. They're fucking plague rats.
Were plague rats.
Is that literal? Because my friend Killian here looks pretty worse for wear. Do you have any aid
I've got,
for him?
If we can, I don't know that a rite of cleansing will help here, but we can do that at some point. I could do it here.
Ratchet. You know, one of the
Shit?
Ratchet.
Oh.
He yells Ratchet, and she's like, "What? What do you want, old man?" And you see this girl kind of stand up, and I say girl, she's maybe 16, 17. Got kind of tousled and pulled back in a really loose pigtails. Comes over. What do you want? Medic. She's like, "Fine, old man." And she kind of comes over. Oh shit, Jesus. Yeah. And she starts calling a couple other names. It's like, "Here, help me. We need to get looking at this." So, and they just kind of start trying to manhandle Killian. Unless you're gonna fight, they're gonna try to escort you off to go help deal with your arm.
I'm too tired. Just fix my arm, please.
So they're gonna drag him off to another room and start trying to do some work on him. Unless you're gonna try, someone in the pack tries to stop him or tries to accompany him.
I mean, I can go with, I guess. I don't know that I'll be much good out here. So Del just kind of says woof and then follows along.
Okay. The two of you get pulled off to a side room that looks like it's a makeshift operating medical room, and they start trying to tend to the wounds, and they're breaking out first aid kits and all kinds of stuff, stim packs and all kinds of stuff.
Energy drinks.
Hmm.
Sorry, I've been playing Silent Hill again.
So while they're doing that, what are the other two of you doing?
I'm gonna follow Swift Runner here wherever he wants to go.
He'll lead you on over and set you down. So they have a little area that they're using, and they have a makeshift campfire going, and they also have some coffee and stuff brewing on some like camping stoves that they've repurposed, and some Bunsen burners that they've repurposed. Help yourself to the coffee, or, drinks and stuff.
Yeah, I'll have some coffee.
So, So you ran into the fucking plague rats, huh?
Yeah, we killed him. I made a turducken out of 2 of them.
We were
Awesome.
split up by a weasel spirit? Ferret?
Did you give him a like?
Yeah, we did.
Killian did.
Fucker.
But then he unsubscribed afterwards.
Yeah, I think he's got the rat can talk to a bunch of their friends and the liking and subscribing, so they're boosting his numbers and so I think he's lower to them.
Well, that won't be a problem anymore.
Right. Yeah. Well, we killed 6 of them anyway. What's going on here? What's got you hiding out in the old city?
Well, between the plague rats and some of the weaver spirits upstairs, we've been kind of going at it. Some of them have been turned and corrupted by the worm, and so we've just been kind of trying to reclaim some territory since then. Things took a turn about a couple years ago. It's kind of been pretty rough, but we'll take it back.
Do you need help with that?
Well, I mean, it's kind of a long-term thing. We've been doing it for quite a while. I don't think it's gonna change anytime soon. So how long have you known your friend Killian?
How much time has passed in games for us? A year?
Yeah, at least a year and a half.
Yeah, I'll say we've known him for about a year and a half.
We had our rite of passage together.
We slayed a Nexus crawler together too, but he wasn't there for that.
So he's always been a member of your pack?
Yeah. Ever since we've had a pack.
Yeah. Why?
Well, it just... You're not the first strangers we've seen lately. I mean, a couple months ago, those plague rats started showing up, and they were hunting for something. But there's been some other weaver spirits asking around. Does Killian have a deed name yet?
Not yet, no.
Not yet.
He has a very active past life, though.
Okay. Well, I guess we can ask him when he comes back. We had some pattern spiders asking about strangers lately.
Well, maybe we should go ahead and put our cards on the table. We were sent a trio of coins from a black fury, and one of them led us here. We're not 100% certain what it is that we're supposed to be looking for, but
I wonder if they sent you looking for those weaver spirits. So there's been a small group of 3 rather large pattern spiders stalking around lately. And they usually don't come this far downtown, but these ones seem to be on their own mission. So meanwhile, in the other room, they are attempting to look at the arm and stuff. And so at one point, 2 of the guys, 2 rather large guys, get yelled at by Ratchet to hold you down.
What?
And because they're poking and prodding at the wound, and it's gonna hurt.
It does hurt.
And like, and so she's quickly she's breaking out some medical supplies and stuff like this. She gives you a shot for some of the pain, and they're trying to do cleansing rituals and stuff on there, and they're also trying to do Mother's Touch.
Oh.
So with that, they give you enough morphine, and unless you stop them, they're going to give you enough morphine to knock you out because of the pain.
Yeah, you guys are just gonna clean it up, right?
So with that, they knock him out, and they look at you, Del, and it's like, which is the alpha?
Oh. That would be Darren.
Okay, you should probably come out here. We need to go chat with your alpha.
Okay.
So you guys are the other two of you are out talking and stuff, and talking and going over about a little bit about what's going on, and the young teen girl comes out, followed with by one of the other guys, and then Drew, then your Del, your pack mate. All right. She points to you, Darren's. Are you the alpha?
Yes, I am. What's going on?
So, yeah, his arm is pretty jacked. We could probably save the arm, but it probably won't function afterwards. Or we can get him a new one.
A new what?
Like a robot arm?
Well, it'd be a fetish, but yeah.
Will it work outside of the Deep Umbra?
Yeah.
Well, knowing my friend Killian, I think he would want the upgraded arm.
I mean, you're not wrong.
The other option is we can try to save it, but I don't know how well it would work after that. Basically, out of game, he took enough damage to have a battle scar.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yep.
Dude, Del, which one's this?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you lost an arm, I lost an eye. There's a difference.
Do you have any
I
robot
still
eyes?
see 3D movies.
I don't want a robot eye. Thank you. And that's that one dot of etiquette talking when he said thank you.
You understand that thank you can also mean fuck you very much.
No, that's two dots. He hasn't done that. He was being unironic.
Yeah, I think Killian would want the improved arm instead of a useless arm. So,
He probably would like that.
what's this going to cost us?
She kind of looks over to the her alpha. And with that, you hear clack, 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 coming from the down behind, over to your right, off in some shadows. Clack, 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 clack.
I assume that's the spider menace.
And you see a spider kind of peek around its head around the corner. Trail mix pack. And at that point, the guy's just like, it spoke. Did you heard that, right?
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh yeah, we heard it.
So, here's the deal. We fix up your friend. You get out of here?
That's fair.
That entirely fair.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna go talk to that spider man. See what he wants. Real quick.
Or
Suppose this would also potentially be some of my department, so I will accompany you.
are you sure that's a good idea?
He called us by name.
And this one, when you look over, this spider looks different. It doesn't look like the big mechanical sentry bots that were chasing you earlier. This looks more like it's a kind of a white-ish spider with a black underbelly and lots of wiring and stuff going up under what the metal bits that make it, that kind of spring out of its body to form its legs. And it's rather large. Its head looks like it's made of a rather large piece from an oversized keyboard. And you can actually make out that it's the Alt key. So.
Hello, Alt. I'm
That's
Darren.
Probably not a good way to begin this. Granted, I don't know if I actually know the right way to begin this. A galliard would help, probably.
So. And with that, the ratchet has gone back inside to the other room with the big guy that was on her back to go tend to Killian.
Bill will do his best to introduce himself and Darren. I'm not very good at communicating, but I know spirits are really tend to be. They tend to rest on ritual. So I imagine. The player will actually learn what he's supposed to be doing. Del probably knows. I just don't. But so it'd be something along the lines of, well, greetings. We are the Trail Mix Pack. This is the Alpha, Darren, Nexus Slayer. I'm Del. Did anybody else come over with us?
I would have followed, but
And the other guy from the cyber dogs has come over. He's hanging back, but he has got a little. He has followed behind just to make sure that he's keeping an eye on shit. Because well,
This is probably pretty weird for him, huh?
not in a bad way. It's just more of a they're wanting to be cautious.
Sure.
So,
what can we do for you?
That's a good question.
Yeah. What's up?
Spirit like that.
we wish to speak to the child of glass.
Oh. He is asleep. He was very badly injured. Probably won't be waking up for a little while.
I'm sure he'd be happy to speak with you once he's awake.
Mm-hmm.
He really would.
He slumbers then.
He was injured.
Yes.
Badly injured.
We will wait.
Okay.
And with that, we will tell him where. And then it kind of lifts itself up a little bit. We will speak after slumber. And turns and walks off.
Well, Killian will like that.
So, with that, inside they, you hear the sounds of heavy machinery. being used. And as they hack off Killian's arm and bolt on a new prosthetic. And the last thing that happens is a small silver and glass and chrome spider kind of walks up his arm, gets the point in the shoulder, and kind of melts inside of it. And with that, it flexes. Several hours later, unless there's something that the pack wants to do during that time, let me know. Several hours later, Killian will wake up.
Coffee, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is coffee. Apart from that, I don't know.
Yeah, so the pack will spend that time kind of talking to the Cyberwolves, getting the lay of the land, who's what, who's where. You get the names of some of the key players in the upper city. The fact that there are 2 more of those giant spiders that you just saw. That there's a pack of 3 of them skulking around.
Are the other 2 control and delete?
Why, yes, they are.
Uh-oh. Control, Alt, and Delete?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes me
that's not good.
So,
happy. So you say.
uh,
Brings up-
yeah. So Killian, you do wake up several hours later, a little groggy, but your arm isn't hurt anymore.
Well, that's good.
Uh,
Also, I can't feel my arm for some reason.
you can feel it actually.
You can. That's nice.
Your health is back. All of your health has been healed.
Oh, hey,
I got all my
Heck
fingers
yeah.
back too.
So as you look down, it is now silver and black and chrome, and it looks like one of the cutting edge prosthetic arms, robotic arms that you've seen in some of the videos and stuff online. That actually responds and moves and stuff to your.
Well, I guess they did fix my arm.
I think they imported it from Wakanda.
Imported it from Wakanda. I hope so, because I was really attached to that arm. Ugh.
You were literally attached to that arm.
Yeah.
Um,
How long was I out?
A few
Probably about-
hours.
Yeah, probably a few hours. But if you're not looking at it, it doesn't feel any different to you. But obviously, when you look at it, it's pretty a dramatic shift.
I just gonna do this. So who's paying this hospital bill? For my psych bill?
Well, I can't speak to the psych, but the hospital bill is just we have to leave and take our
Okay.
trouble with us.
That's fine. I want to go home, actually. I think I've had enough of keeping half my arms today.
Well, there's someone who wants to speak with you.
Nobody knows me besides you guys.
That
Oh,
is
that's not
true.
exactly true.
And as you look down, as you're waking up, getting all your stuff together, you do notice that there's a message waiting for you on your phone. Killian.
Is this guy still texting me about wanting to get out? Oh, that's an old message. That's a new message.
It's just a set of coordinates.
Oh.
And they're odd coordinates. They look like it looks like the code that you would get if you're using a computer mapping program to get coordinates. As opposed to just the actual coordinates that would normally display on the UI.
I guess I will make a computer spec to figure out where in the fly number I'm going next. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there I am. Sorry, guys. New arm. Still filling it out.
New arm. Who this?
New arm.
New arm, who does?
So, wits and computers.
Yes.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da. I got 3 successes and a 10.
Awesome. Yeah, you're able to quickly find where the coordinates are. It's not far from where you're at currently. You now officially have a Cyber Realm GPS, or I guess that'd be CPS, Cyber Realm Positioning System.
We've done it.
And yeah, it's not far off. It's probably about 15, 20 minutes from where you're at right now, farther down the tunnels. With that, you're able to, the pack's able to get together, go down there, and as you approach the old empty under layers below the Spider City, you see 3 large black and white and chrome spiders that you've seen before. This is Control, Alt, and Delete.
Guys, this was really bad. Well, it probably is bad. You remember that dream I told you about with these spiders? Where everybody was dying in the church?
Yes.
With the servant of the Weaver and that thick black trench coat.
Right.
Yeah, that's the same spider.
Hmm.
Did it try to attack you guys, or did it threaten you, or?
I just said I needed to speak with you.
It wanted to talk to you.
Well,
It also knew us. It knew the name of the pack, so that's.
I got 3 other body parts I can work with, so I'll walk up to it and try out my new arm. What's going on, buddy?
Greetings, Killian, of the Trail Mix Pack, child of Roach. Ah, we see you've got an upgrade.
Yeah, it feels more like an upsell right now, but I'm sure I'm gonna get used to it.
We are glad that you received our invitation.
Invitation to what?
There are things coming, and you need to be, well, memory files need to be rebooted. You must be aware of what is coming.
That
Our
sounds
mistress cannot travel to this realm, and we cannot travel to your realm, so we cut many deals to get you the invitation that we sent.
Oh, you guys got all the coins for us, or just the one particular coin?
We sent one invitation. There's an elder spirit we wish you to speak with. They can help you with your connection to the coming storms.
Okay. I'll turn to the pack and say, I think they're offering us a way for the vision not to come true. And there are some big players that sent out some coins. They sent out mine. I don't know about your guys's, but I think we might need to follow through with them.
Well, I say we follow them then.
If there's an elder spirit who wants to talk to you, avoiding the talk isn't going to help us any.
Not much, no.
Oh, what it sounds like is we have 2 more talks, and that's what I'm not looking for.
So,
Burn one bridge at a time.
I got the match. Where are we going?
with that, they in unison they say, if the pack is ready, we can lead you to the elder spirit.
Ready as I've ever been.
Lead away.
So, with that, they quickly lead you to some older parts of the city, and as they the Undercity, and as they lead you through more and more technological debris and trash is kind of littered on old out of date hardware is littered around these this tunnels, and it's kind of piling up. The farther you go in, the more there's Amigas and a big punch card from the 50s machine, and Commodore 64s and servers from the 1930s and no, sorry, 1950s, and all the tape drives and stuff. And as you get to the small room, the three of them basically set up a series of clicks and hisses and kind of like doing the modem sounds, modem song, and the doorway kind of irises open, and inside this room is the room itself is a circular room with a half dome, and the dome's all covered with monitors and screens of different shapes and sizes. And tethered to that by a bunch of cables is a creature sitting near the center of the room. It has a large spider-like body with the torso of a man. And the cables are connecting to the thorax of the spider body and the back of the man, and up through the parts of the hair are actually forming out to make cables that are plugged into all these monitors.
Kennedy, for more to sake, what is the proper etiquette here? I don't want to offend the greatest spirit of them all before I die.
This is so far outside of my comfort zone, but I don't know, Jonesy. Can I roll etiquette to have an idea of what's the right thing to say?
Sure.
Yeah. So, I'm not actually great at etiquette.
I think you're the best one here, which is worse.
I mean, if you want, I'll try.
I wouldn't like anybody to try, because I have no etiquette. I have technically 1 point of etiquette, and that's because we got a daddy spirit, a sugar daddy, in that realm. And
did Mir hurt to grant us etiquette?
I know we have to follow etiquette and tradition to.
Yes, we do.
Right.
Yeah. So I want to get my allowance for this month and not die.
Fair enough. All right, let's try. I'm assuming charisma etiquette.
Sure. Yep.
What's my difficulty?
8. I'm saying 8 because it's a Weaver spirit. It's a weird Weaver spirit you've never encountered before. So.
Right. I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Respectful.
Oops. I don't need to roll willpower. I just need to click it or spend it. Now I'm going to actually roll etiquette. Oh crap. Well, because of my willpower, it's
Wait a minute. You should not have had that wound applied, because Jonesy healed all of our wounds.
Oh, I didn't know if that only applied to Killian.
Nope, applied to all of you.
All of us.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So you should have had one further die than you actually did.
You guys
Gotcha.
8 subway tunnel hospital food is actually top notch.
All right. Well, I'll just roll a single die and see if I get something higher than an 8.
It's fallout logic for you.
Hey, that's a 10.
Well, there you
So
go.
I have 1 success.
Sweet. So, yeah, you have a clue. Of how not to insult the older Weaver spirit. And with that, the Weaver spirit is the children of Gaia have gathered, I see.
as we were requested to come before you, we humbly present ourselves.
Um,
Indeed.
I am known by many names, but you can refer to me as Legend Lore. And with that, we'll cut it for the night and pick up next week with you talking to the older Weaver Spirit and figuring out and hopefully getting answers to so many questions.
There's a lot going in our heads, yes.
Which the bonus points is that the pack gets a week to think of and come up with questions to make sure they don't forget anything.
There is that.
But so yeah, with that, that brings us to an end of tonight's episode of Born in Rage. So please join us next Monday night for an all new episode of Born in Rage, where the pack gets to deal with Legend Lore, an ancient Weaver spirit who let's see what it's if he lives up to his name. Other than that, a couple quick announcements. Tomorrow night we have a brand new episode of Fallout.
We do.
Woohoo! And then we have a couple quick things I want to pimp out for this weekend. Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night there are 3 streaming games from Norwestcon that Green Running Publishing is putting on. They're running an Expanse live stream. They're running a Threefold, which is a modern age urban fantasy science fiction mashup setting that they have out, and they're also running a Blue Rose game. I will be I'll be a guest player on all 3 streams, so please consider checking it out and saying hey. I'm looking forward to getting to play. They're actually all 3 games are being run by the actual devs for the different games. So Ian is running The Expanse, and he's the current senior developer of The Expanse. Malcolm is running Threefold, and he's the current modern age developer. And Steve Kenson, one of the senior designers for Blue Rose, is running that one. So, where I get to play a Rye Monkey pirate. So, yes. And then Monday night we're going to be back with a brand new episode of Another War, our Mutants and Masterminds campaign, and all the while we have multiple episodes available and new ones coming for Something Dragons, our amazing Pathfinder podcast that our amazing Aaron is running for his daughters and her friends. So with that, were there any other announcements anyone wants to share with the group tonight or our viewers?
No, I don't have anything other than we are going to go ahead and raid Level 1 Geek. It looks like they're playing a game called Black Void tonight.
Ooh, sounds cool.
Yeah.
Other than that, one last reminder, if you like what we're doing, please consider letting your friends know. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'm currently having a lot of fun with the Weaver, but the algorithm is still of the worm. And doing like, shares, and subscribes and comments and just letting people know where to find us definitely helps get the word out. That otherwise we'll get buried because of the algorithm on YouTube. So
awesome. Everybody have a good week. We'll see you next time.